Have I actually passed kindergarten and know the alphabet? That's a secret I'll never tell. I feel like I should still be in frame, but looking at the camera, it doesn't look like it. I fear I have a lot of books. Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are organizing my bookcase. Where are we doing that? Great question. I would love to tell you. I've moved. This is my fifth, sixth, who knows at this point move in 3 years. I'm not okay. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for your concerns, your thoughts and prayers. I hate moving. I hate moving so much and I keep doing it for some reason. It's fine. This time around, I've painted my walls blue, as you can probably tell. Usually, if you've been watching the channel for a second, you know I paint my walls green. But I was in the mood for something different. And honestly, blue is kind of more my jam. So yeah, the walls are blue. If you don't like it, don't tell me. I'm still feeling a little self-conscious about it. You might be looking at these shelves and you're thinking, wow, Mariela, you've already unpacked your books. You've probably already cleaned the shelf. That is so prepared. That is so organized of you. What if I told you I actually haven't unboxed a single book? Yeah, okay, context. Last year, I moved to China. Long story, doesn't matter. Not important to the plot. What matters is that for my move to China, I basically put all of my things into moving boxes and put them in a storage unit. So all of my books were put into boxes and stored. There's a video on it if you want to watch that, and they're still in those boxes. They're still in the OG boxes. I don't know if they're in frame, but they're here. And then you might be wondering, okay, but then what are all of these books? Maybe I overdid it a little with the book buying in the last year. I'm not usually a huge book buyer, but something happened this past year. So I'm a little bit concerned about the spacing because when I put my books in boxes, the shelf was basically full, right? Like there was like room for, I want to say maybe 10, 15 more books. And this is more than 10 or 15 books. So I'm a little bit concerned about the spacing of all of this. It's going to be fine. It's going to be a good time. I'm sure we won't have any issues whatsoever. Get yourself a cup of tea or a snack, something to get us through this, because I don't have anything with me right now, so I'm going to need you to pull the weight on that side, okay? And then let's get started. Okay, I just had breakfast. Now we can get started. I'm watching some booktube on the side, because that's what I want to watch. And first things first, we're gonna get these shelves clean before we do anything else.
This is an IKEA hemless bookcase, and I bought it about 4 years ago, I want to say. It was quite pricey for what it is, I still think that, and I probably wouldn't purchase it again for that same money. If I were to get another one, I would probably look for it used. But I do have to say it's quite sturdy. It hasn't broken down on me yet, even through the many moves I have done with it since. So I'm still quite glad with this purchase.
Okay, one thing that has happened while I was packing is I found my copy of Around the World in 80 Days, which I would have sworn I have unhauled. So apparently I didn't. It was under my dresser. And yeah, I bought this in Paris, which is very unfortunate. But oh, I still have, nice. I'm gonna keep this. I bought this in Paris and I just don't like the book. And I bought another book in Paris that I liked a lot more than this. So yeah, this is book one of the unhaul. I don't know if we're gonna unhaul a lot today, but there's no point in putting this back on my shelf. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Great question, would love to tell you. I am a genre organizer. I have always had my books organized in genres. Basically, I'm not too strict about like I assign genres based on vibe, basically. So I'm just gonna put them kind of separated into different genres on the shelf, and then we're going to see how we are organizing it later. My largest genre, I would say, is probably going to be classics. And I'm thinking I'm either going to put them in the top two or in this one and this one. We're gonna have to see. I think I'm going to do these ones for now and then see how that looks. Okay, let's get started. Okay, one thing that is going to be new on these shelves is I have a non-fiction stack now. I don't know, I never used to really read non-fiction, or like very rarely, but I've been just kind of in the mood. I haven't read most of these, but I've just been kind of in the mood. So I'm starting a little collection. And I'm very excited about it. I am concerned about the space, to say the least. But it's gonna be fine, okay? It's gonna be fine. Okay, wait, let me just show you my Chinese copy of Twilight. I bought this for like €2 in a charity shop or like a used bookstore. So I was like, this is kind of funny. So yeah, I'm never gonna read this, but it is a funny collectible. I have two books where I'm not sure. First of all, I have The Night in Question. This is the only time I've ever accidentally bought a sequel. This is the sequel to The Agathas. And I've read The Agathas, kind of hoping that I would read this one after, but I just never have. And like, I like YA mystery, which is why I've kept it so long, but I don't know if I'll ever pick it up, because this one has a dual timeline, which I don't really love in my mystery novels. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna leave it off the shelf for now. First moving box down. She is empty. Let's move on. You probably honestly think, okay, this doesn't look too bad. However, the desk, you can't see me, sorry. The desk that I'm filming in front of, that's also full of books. Yeah, the non-fiction stack is growing. Look at her. Actually, I have a bit of a dream. I have to sneeze. I have a dream, okay? I want to have a little non-fiction library about China. So far, the only book about China I own is I Lived in Shanghai by Kaya Kubichka, I think is how you say her name. And I love China. And I've read actually a lot of nonfiction about China. I just don't own any of them because I read them mostly like from the library or as ebooks. So I would really like to have like a little collection because I'm also studying Chinese, in case you don't know. But yeah, this is the only one I actually own, unfortunately, so far. But that's kind of a dream. I have to have like a little section on my bookcase, or maybe even like a separate section in my room with just China books. On to the next box. Okay, I found a box with classics, and I'm scared. I've gotten changed. Still the same day, don't worry. I just had to get changed because it is hot in here. I also washed these pens. I don't know if they're in frame. I washed these, and I'm pretty sure they're still a little bit humid, but that's fine. You guys, I fear I have a lot of books. I have this, let me grab them. I have this beautiful collection, beautiful collection of leather-bound books that I don't know where to put. I think I might put them on top of the shelf if they fit, because they won't fit in the shelf. I'm pretty confident in that. So yeah, I'm just gonna put these to the side for now. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to organize the classics, like put them properly, and then figure out the rest. So I have two ways I could potentially do this. I either put them all in alphabetical order by author name, which is usually how I keep my classics. I don't really put in that much work into the rest of my books, but because I have so many classics, and also because a lot of the classics have spines that look similar, because they're in the same editions, last name makes sense to me. I'm missing some Austen novels. which makes me think that there's more. Here's one. Which makes me think that there is more classics in the last box, which is no issue for me at all. You know? Oh god. Oh wait, there's another stack. Oh, found him. Never mind. Got him. Do I have a lot of Jane Austen books? Yes. Do I want to change that? Absolutely not. Okay, let's move on. Bronte. Is it Emily first or Charlotte? Charlotte, obviously. Sorry, I don't know the alphabet. This is gonna be so fun. I'm just gonna have to edit myself singing the alphabet song about 1,000,000,000 times. I can't wait.
So this is basically where you see me start with the hardest part of this entire project, the alphabet. If you've ever seen me do a bookshelf reorganization, you'll know that I struggle with the alphabet. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, how, what for, but you see me here trying to put all of these books up there, and when looking at this order right now, I already know how many books are missing that I just am not thinking of right now, and I feel a little embarrassed.
I have Herbert, like Frank Herbert, and then I have 2 Christopher Isherwoods, like I Isherwood, and they don't fit. So now I'm gonna have to split them up. But honestly, I think it's fine because I'm pretty sure I probably missed a book in there. So let's not be too worried about that just now. Oh wait, I have Fitzgerald and Hesse as well. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No! Found another C. Have I actually passed kindergarten and know the alphabet? That's a secret I'll never tell. I love this collection of the Miss Marple books. Look at these. They're so pretty. I'm not sure how well they're in frame, but like, look at how gorgeous these are. And they actually like make a little picture if you have all of them. Carol, C. Christie. Calvino is before Carol, I think. Ugh. It's no problem for me. See? No issue. Ah! Oh god. Ah! Don't even worry about it. So how do you guys organize your bookcases? Do you do authors or do you do genres as well? I think like genre is really the superior way to do it. I don't think I've ever had like a full rainbow shelf. I've always separated them into genres, but I have decorated like my specific genres in rainbow. But as I said, specifically with classics, I think doing it alphabetically just makes the most sense because I have so many of them and they all look the same. H, I, J. Do we have any J? K. Do we have any? Oh, I have another F. Another H. Oh god. We're forced to, but I can't keep Dune up there if I'm to put that in. That's fine. Dune can go down. I'm sure I'm going to find a couple more that are supposed to go on the top shelf. I'm not too worried about it right now. I have so many T's and S's. Okay, that's tight. That is a tight squeeze up in there. Oh, Alcott. Oh no. This one has to go at the very beginning of the shelf. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. These ones will have to go there. And now we just... It's even before Austen. How could I forget that? Oh god. Like, I won't have to work out at least for a year after this. Okay, here's the book. Hopefully I can fit it up there. Nope. There we go. See? QRS. S. Oh my god, finally. I haven't found my... I have a Chinese copy of The Little Prince. I haven't found the German one I have. Maybe it's in the other box. Okay, then we have... Oh, this one's nonfiction, actually. Never mind. Do we have anything else with this? Shakespeare. Sorry. Oh, and Shelley. Is it first Shakespeare? Yeah, it's first Shakespeare. Oh god, that was violent. Okay, these are all of my Shakespeares. Does it drive me insane that I don't have a single matching Shakespeare edition? Yes. Yes, it does. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, we're slowly but surely running out of space on the classic shelf. It's fine. I can't believe I haven't read The Lord of the Rings. That sounds like The Fellowship. I mean, I have only read the first one. But like still, that sounds kind of fake to me. Okay. And then we have a lot of Virginia Woolf, and I think then that's it. I mean, it's not a lot. It's just... Okay. And that marks the end of the classics, I think. No, it doesn't. Found another one. Sorry. Never mind. This book sounds so interesting, and I just keep not reading it. But it sounds so interesting, and I don't know why I don't just read it. Because, like, clearly that would make my life a lot easier, but I just don't. Oh, I found another... Oh, there's another... Okay. Never mind. There's a whole stack of classics I overlooked. Never... Okay. Sedgwick. Is E before H? Yes, I think so. Oscar Wilde. Wilde is before Wolf, I think. H-I-C-D-E-F-G-H-I. Yeah, it is. That is a pretty tight fit, but it is a fit. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go take a break. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink or something. I feel like I'm not in frame, but I just checked that I am. So, new camera angle. We are going to do the other shelves now. Okay, so I'm thinking genre fiction here. Actually, what am I talking about? I still have to unpack a box. Let me do that first.
So this was about the point in the reorganization where I started to question why I even own books. And this is also where we start to get a little bit more messy in the organizing. I read a lot of different genres, but because of that, I don't read a lot of these genres, and so I don't have a lot of books in any given particular genre. And so organizing these books by genre while only having a couple of books for each genre always kind of turns up a mess. So take all of these categories and genres with a little bit of a grain of salt. I tried my best here.
Let me give you the plan. I'm not sure if you can see I think you can only see like part of the very bottom shelf, but we have essentially 4 more shelves at our disposal. So what I'm thinking, we do fiction, just regular schmegular, YA and adult fiction here and here. And then we do like fantasy, YA fantasy. I don't have any adult fantasy, I think, on this one. And then the bottom, we do everything else. What do we think of that? I'm a little concerned. Have I already mentioned that I feel like I don't have enough space on this bookcase? I don't know. Oh my god, I still have the non-fictions here. I forgot about that. Oh god, this one's fiction. Fiction. I think I'm going to unhaul my Neil Gaiman books. I didn't really love either of these, and Neil Gaiman, I don't know if you've heard, there have been some serious accusations against him regarding sexual assault and violence, and that's not really something I need. That's not really the vibe of my bookcase. At least I try to not let this be the vibe of my bookcase, and so because these didn't really have any emotional impact on me beyond like being fine, I think I'm going to get rid of them. I have too many books. Okay, we're going to do romance and literary fiction on this shelf. That is what I'm deciding. Everything else has to go. I have these in like, this is the Renter series by Jen DeLuca, and I love these books so much. These are the Illumicrate special editions. They're the only special editions I own, which should tell you everything you need to know about how good I thought these were. I think I'm going to, can I make a stack of these? Then I'm going to put the special editions. I actually prefer the design under the dust jacket, but I'm scared of like taking the dust jacket off because I'm scared I'm accidentally going to ruin them. I'm just gonna do this like so. Okay. And then we can put the literary fictions over here. If you don't agree that these are literary fictions, that's fine. You go, girl, you know? What do we think? I think this looks cute. I found two more classics, but I'm not sure. Is Paulo Coelho, does that count as a classic? I'm not sure. When was this published? I mean, the 90s, no. I'm gonna put that in contemporary fiction. Okay. I think I want to add, oh god. There's an entire stack of literary fictions I forgot about. Okay, funny story. Last year, I don't exactly know if like someone recommended this author to me or if I saw them online, but I found this author called Ingrid Noll, who is a German writer, and I was like, wow, her books sound really good, and I heard like some good things about them. So when a friend of mine last year basically sold her entire life away, and she had like 5 of these authors' books, and I got like 20 books in total of her for like 20 euros. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take all of them, and if I don't like them, I'll get rid of them. And then I read one of her books. I listened to an audiobook of her book earlier this year, and it was the first DNF of the year. So now I'm not sure if I actually want to keep these. I think this one, Der Hannes-Tod, is her most favorite, most renowned one. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to read that one, and if I don't like it, I'm going to get rid of all of these. But for now, they need a place on the shelf. Okay. And then I also have Saturday by Ian McEwan. Oh no. Well, that is an unfortunate turn of events. And then because I also want to put Sea of Tranquility. I think like technically this is more sci-fi, but I don't really have a lot of sci-fi, and it read very literary fiction-y to me. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on, and I'm gonna figure something out for these other ones later. Okay, now we are kind of getting, I think I'm still in frame, fingers crossed. I think now we're getting to kind of the categories of books where I don't really have a lot. I'm going to put all of my series here in the hopes that they'll fit, because I have some of these books are tall. Wait, they fit. Okay. I'm gonna put my series down here, and then everything else is just gonna have to live on the bottom shelf. I feel like I should still be in frame, but looking at the camera, it doesn't look like it. It's fine. If I'm not, we're just gonna redo this very authentically. I have the third Harry Potter in this in a hardcover, and all of the other ones I have in paperback. And like, I'm not gonna buy a paperback of this, but like, I really want to. I also don't own the final book. I really want to get a copy of this, well, used. Obviously, if I purchase something that J.K. Rowling has made, I'm going to get it used, okay? And if you don't own Twilight and Harry Potter on physical media yet, this is your sign. Because if you buy a used DVD or Blu-ray of these films, these authors won't get any money by you watching it. A little life hack there. Okay. And the final one. Look at that. I feel very accomplished right now, even though I still have so many books here. But I'm going to revel in this for a second, okay? Let me look at it from the other side. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that problem. We've pretty much fit all of the books, except for my Fullmetal Alchemist mangas. I don't want to get rid of these, you know, because they are extremely ugly. However, I am really, like, I love the series. Like, the anime is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and I just don't want to get rid of these, but I don't have the space for them. Do I put them on top of the bookcase next to my fancy leather-bound classics? Because I feel like that's my only option right now. I'm gonna try that out, actually. 1 second. Okay, and that finishes the bookshelf organization. I'm probably going to change all of this around a bunch before we actually settle fully. But I had a lot of fun doing this. I have been so excited to do this basically ever since I put all of my books in storage last year. I am very glad that all of the books fit. If tightly, they do fit. And I'm just very excited to get this space kind of closer to being finished. This was one of the first like decorative things I've done in this apartment, aside from painting the walls. So yeah, let me know, do you care for a bookshelf tour? Because I never used to like watching those when I was younger, but recently I've been like really enjoying them. Like, give me a 2-hour video of talking about every single book you own. I kind of want to do that, but not if the people aren't going to watch, you know? That was my roommate. And I will see you all in my next video.